Good morning, everybody. It is December 15th. A nice sunny morning here in Toronto. Hopefully the weather is just as accommodating for wherever you're watching from. If you're new, once again, just take a look at the timeline. It will give you a rough idea of what our session will be like today. We're going to do a couple of warm-ups. Then things are going to get a little semi-warming up with 10-minute poses. Just enough time to render the pose, but not enough time to really get into the details. And then we'll follow that up with some 20-minute poses and the 30-minute Discord pose of the day, which I encourage everybody to hop on the Discord server and upload your artwork. Great to see some original art, as well as some of the poses we've been doing today. So that's always nice. I see we have some new folks and some regulars. Whatever category you're in, thank you for joining me. Thank you for giving me your time. Thank you for joining me on this journey of art. Like I said, I am sorry, got a little voice there. I am by no means a master. So you're kind of learning along with me, and maybe watching me stumble along is a bit of an inspiration. Hopefully it is. That's pretty much all I have to say for this morning. I like to keep things simple. I like to get out there and draw. So let's begin. Now, I don't draw every day, because I do believe that probably would lead to burnout. But I try to draw at least 3 days a week. On average, it's probably 5. Something like a professional would do, and I do give myself a little downtime. So just keep in mind, don't be too hard on yourself. I do watch a lot of young, upcoming YouTubers, a lot of smaller artists, and I do notice gaps in their uploads, or they kind of just disappear. I believe it's definitely a sign of burnout, so that's something to keep in mind when you're an artist. Is always give yourself a little space, and don't be too hard on yourself, because you don't want to lose the enjoyment of art. You really don't. It's tough to get back. I'm still coming off a bit of a cold, so excuse myself if I'm clearing my throat or coughing into the mic there. I'll try and prevent that. Okay, let's begin. Oh, sorry about that. My canvas is a little off here. There we go. There we go. Okay, nice and center. Hopefully I'll try and keep it this way. Grab your medium, whether it's traditional or digital, and let us begin. I apologize for the last video. My headset is officially dead. I got a new one, so there was no audio going through. These first couple of poses, I mean, just get a few lines down. If you can get something that looks like the figure, something representational, good for you. But like I said, don't be too hard on yourself. This is just warming up here. And I'm putting down like these nice large strokes. I'm not worried about the line weight or anything. I'm just kind of getting some range and loosening up my wrist and my hand. And if it comes out looking like a figure that quickly, I mean, win-win, as they say. We're down to a minute here. Notice I just did the upper torso. I didn't even bother with the bottom. I don't know if I will. There we go. Tagging 10 seconds left, folks. 10 seconds. Oh, very nice pose. Let's see if you can capture this in 2 minutes. I wouldn't even bother with the facial expression. Just see if you can get that gut-wrenching, kind of like that gut-wrenching pose in there. And honestly, I don't know where to start with this. It's such a good pose, I'm kind of lost. Let's see. Yeah, I'm lost with this. It's okay, I'll try. Great pose. Starting to think, can a gesture even be caught with this pose? Looks like I might be able to pull something off here. Like that curve there. Yeah, that's difficult. It's a little tricky. Okay, another difficult pose to capture in 2 minutes, but let's do it. Why on earth I started with the arm, only God knows. But I'm sticking with it. I like that curve with the armpit there on the left side. Question is, can I achieve anything with it? Let's see. Yeah, this is tricky. Very tricky. Whoa, that's interesting. Anyways. There's so many great lines here, and I'm just messing them all up, you know? That's what I'm... Maybe that's the issue. There's too many great lines. You don't know what to... You don't know which one to pick. "15 seconds. Do what you can, folks. Do what you can. You could clearly see I'm struggling with it. Okay. Okay. Once again, how does one capture this pose? trying more circular shapes with this as opposed to my traditional hard lines, and see if that helps. Which looks like it might. Sometimes it's just with these warm-ups, try something new. I mean, if you find something is too stiff, try something new. You'll notice I kind of brought in these round shapes for this one. Right, like they traditionally tell you to do. So yeah, there's that. I don't have time to resize her, but interesting. Another great pose. One of my favorite models. This pose, she's not too active, but her pack, her gesture pack, if you do buy it, is one of the better ones. It's she does a lot of gymnastics and acrobatics. Great pack. So yeah. Not happy with the line right there, but that's something I'm gonna have to live with. Managed to render a chunk of her. That's always nice. Okay, the first 10-minute pose. You can slow down here, do a little surveying before you begin. Will be interesting how to render this one. I love the angle of the face. I think I got the angle of the face there. Okay, I think I got it. In the 10-minute poses, I generally don't have time to capture the fingers, appendices. Probably butchering the scientific term for it, but I think you all know what I mean. Yeah, sometimes my my line work becomes a little skittish. It's like I wanted to draw that line, but I drew something much more violent. And I'm not happy with it. It means I've kind of lost control of my hand to brain coordination. Anyways, she is much too large for the canvas, so I will have to resize her. This is now the tricky part. Trying to get that shoulder alignment, you know? Yeah, I think I got it. I'm gonna fix that just a bit. Definitely on the wrong foot here. Doesn't feel right. And I'm just spent 5 minutes just on the upper body, so I'm a little behind schedule. So I gotta make up for it big time. There we go. Hopefully y'all are noticing the prominence of the rib cage, and you can kind of use it as a guideline or whatever else you want to do there. Okay, we're just under the 5-minute mark. So whatever your plan was, you technically should be halfway through it. It's a bit of a twist. I don't know if anybody notices it. Come on, Photoshop. Don't do this to me. There we go. Down to the last 2 minutes. Down to the last 2 minutes here, folks. All aboard the train. Whatever you need to wrap up, wrap up. That right foot is a very odd shape, isn't it? Oh well. We'll leave it. Okay, we're down to our last minute. Get your final shapes down and we'll call it here. Oh, I see. Just that left foot looks a little compressed downward, so it does look a little off, and it should look a little off. So we will leave that be. Not totally impressed. We're down to the last 10 seconds. I believe I got the pose in. Hopefully you folks have too. Somewhat semi-proportioned. Not bad. Okay, not bad for the first 10-minute pose of the day. That's something decent in. Next pose. And slow down. Whether you're coming off a high or a low. Something to keep in mind, you know? Like, if you feel you did bad on a pose, it's kind of what I call a low. And then you kind of have a hard time going into the next pose. It's like, how am I going to screw this one up? So there's a bit of a psychology going on with your brain there. Don't let a previous low affect your next pose, as I say. I really like the energy of this leg. The question is if I'm going to be able to the line's a little too hard, that's for sure. Let's see if I can fix that. Reduce the pin size a bit to feel. Okay, sorry, a lot of focus there, so not much talking. You can tell I'm really focused when things go quiet. It could be a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. I always feel years are a little weird. They can kind of throw things off. And I might have gone a little too... Anyways. I think I've made her a little too skinny. Yeah. I'll bring it out a bit, just a tad bit. That was a bit of a risky move. Only because it sets me back a lot of time. But it's okay, it needs to be done for proportion. I don't know if that nose is in proportion. I will come back to it, but it's not a focus right now. There we go. Okay. I thought I had started on the right foot, but clearly I didn't. And I'm not too... At this point, I've been drawing long enough. I mean, long enough for an amateur to understand that it's okay to make a mistake and go back. Here we go. The proportion was a little off with the lower, between the lower and the upper body. Okay, you're down to your last 3 minutes, folks. Down to the last 3 minutes. There is so much beautiful flow and energy with this pose. I don't think I'll even be able to get the guns in, but they do add to the pose. I'll be the first to admit. I want a nice, clean line here. There we go. Nice. And this leg definitely needs to be longer. Yeah, so I've already screwed that up. I don't have time to fix it. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's okay if we miss one leg. It's about getting things right the first time. There we go. Yeah, I feel that leg had to be a little longer. Okay. Got 2 minutes. Do what you gotta do, folks. Try and get like a basic render in. Oh, come on. The line is so subtle here. how to do this. It's off. And then it comes down like that. I don't know. Not too happy with it, but I'll have to make do. 30 seconds. I'm really running out of time here and I just want to get the pose in. 20 seconds. Okay. This will have to do. I feel like the torso is a little way too thin. Maybe the leg is way too big. I think the legs are way too big. I got a little carried away with the flow of the legs there. I believe this is the last 10-minute pose, and then we're on to some really... We're on to some really long outdrawn ones. Let's do this. Look at that facial expression. It's dynamite. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, we'll leave it. We'll leave it as is. to explain it. It's one of those weird poses where the face is interconnected with the gesture of the body. It's pretty incredible. Like, if you don't get the face right, it'll kind of fiddle around with how the body looks, if that makes sense. So that's something to keep in mind. I like it. It's challenging. It's very challenging. Question is now, down to 4 minutes. There's a lot to keep an eye on here. I wouldn't, if you're gonna do the face, give yourself enough time to finish up the rest of the body. Or scratch that if you just want to work on the face. Who am I to say yes or no? Do what you gotta do. As long as you walk away with that you learned something. And usually that's by making mistakes. If you're not making mistakes, you're probably going a little too easy on yourself there. Just trying to find the plane here between the feet. A little tricky. I think it's right there. It's right there. A lot of foreshortening going on with that other leg. So give yourself a little room to play with. Okay. The arm is missing. I'm gonna try and get that in, but it's not gonna be easy. Once again, a lot of dynamic stuff happening here. down to the last minute, folks. Do what you gotta do to kind of wrap, get that pose in. Look at the eyes, that's incredible. A lot of emotion in the eyes there. Okay, down to the last 5 seconds. Have fun, everybody. Take a step back. Hope you liked what you saw. And we are on to the first 20-minute pose of the day. This is a very nice pose. I'm just taking a step back and looking at it. Not a bad gesture. Whoop, sorry about that. I did feel I managed to capture some of the energy in it. That arm was very weird. But, yeah. Wanted to get a little shading in, but that's okay. Let's do this. This model is a fan favorite. And I would agree. It's we'll come back to the facial details, as always. I do want to get that skull shape in. It's very nice. Might have gone a little too far, but yeah. We'll leave it that as is. Okay. And here I am coming back to the head. My God. Okay, I'm just gonna give into my my lizard brain here and get some shape in, because clearly that's what I want to do. My God. No self-control, Hex. No self-control. Just once it would have been nice if they can hold the object in perfect symmetry. But no, gotta make my life complicated. It's always at an angle. It's always at an angle. I feel there's definitely something going on here. Notice with those fingers as they wrap around, it's a beautiful curve right here. I love that little plumpy curve of the hand. You can get a beautiful little... I'm not doing it right, but yeah, like that. Nice little curve there. And then kind of where that elbow comes up. And then there we go. Kind of semi in proportion. So clearly the belly line here I've messed up. Fix. I'm going to try and get that pectoral breast rendered in as well. And I'm screwing it up big time. I'm going to try from a different angle here with my wrist. Why can't I connect it? That will have to do. That will have to do. This line you're looking at, the one that separates his arm from his shoulder, kind of comes down to the belly line too. So, getting a 2-for-1 there. You can use it as a nice measuring tool. Should I shade his pants? I think I'm going to, just for the sake of rendering here. There we go. And there we have, ladies and gentlemen, a reasonably proportioned model. I might have shrunk them down a little too much, but whatever. A figure is a figure, as they say. Keep in mind all the foreshortening that's going on here. It's gonna throw your brain in a loop. So I don't want to commit to any lines here just yet. Now doing this left, right leg, sorry, his right leg. If we screw this up, it's gonna throw the whole pose off. It's just the stance of it. But the good thing is it's only a few solid lines. We're down to the last 8 minutes here. I'll take it. We got 6 minutes left. I'm pretty much got the pose in. I'm just fooling around with some shadow tones. I'm too scared to draw the staff because I'm gonna screw it up. It's just because it's the angle and the sharpness of it, but let's do it. Man, see, I'm already I don't think I'm gonna do it. I don't have the courage to do it, folks. I'm gonna chicken out. I am going to do something even harder. I'm gonna do the fingers. Let's do this. Let's zoom in a bit here. I'll summon the courage to do the fingers. You're probably wondering why is he, because I feel like this is a decent pose. It came out reasonably well, and a good way to just screw everything up now is at this point is to get the fingers in. Ooh. Okay. I didn't screw that up too badly. I should really be zooming in for this part, but let's just see if I can pull this off with a really large brush. This is really a large wet brush I'm using. So when you're trying to render anything at this point, it's like, okay, it really comes up a little. That will have to do. I feel I didn't get his proper facial expression in with that nose. There's like a lot of stuff going on here. With the nostril, but that's okay. Those darkened eye sockets are interesting. Do you notice that? We're down to 2 minutes. Zoom out for you folks at home. We're down to 1:30. I'm just thinking, what else do I want to do? We'll try and tackle on some toes here. Just get a little definition to these feet. You know? I don't want to spend too much time here on the foot. It is a little wonky with the curves, but that's okay. We're down to 30 seconds, so I don't want to spend too much time on it. Those are tricky, I'll be honest with you. Even when I'm looking at a lot of professional concept art, they hide a lot of it with boots and shoes and whatever they can. It's rarely you'll see an artist try to tackle on like bare feet. Not that you even need it for concept art, but there are shortcuts. Okay, not a bad pose. One. This one I kind of messed up a bit. I was kind of getting it, but 1, 2 different poses today that are decent. Wow, quite happy with myself today. Okay, pat on the back. If you don't see anything on the screen, don't be frightened. I'm gonna just step out, grab a little water, but I encourage everybody to continue. I'll be a little behind with this pose. I've just come off a high of 2 great poses, so I'm not sure if I'm particularly in a rush right now. I just want to be ready for the Discord pose of the day, but if you want to continue drawing, please do so. 2 hours is a long time, I'll be honest with you. So, do as you need, folks, do as you need. You want to just rest that wrist, rest that hand, I do that sometimes. Not a competition. I love the facial expression of this too. My god. What a great poses today. Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna just prep myself here. I keep saying I'm gonna step away, but I'm actually getting lured into this pose. I'm actually... Okay, I'll be right back, folks. Keep drawing. Keep at it. Okay, I am back. We're a little behind schedule. Only got about 13 minutes left, but let's see what I can do in 13. Now, the previous pose I drew of her, I kinda fudged it up because of her long, slender body. It can be a little deceiving, I do believe so. So let's see if I can redeem myself this time. Really capture the essence of this pose. I'm not happy with this line work here. I really am not. Okay, I think I got some of it down. There's still... Down to 8 minutes. panic too much if you see my drawing is just an abstraction. I did take a 5-minute break. So, don't panic too much. This pose is most likely gonna look like some kind of abstract drawing, just because I'm not gonna be able to finish it. Okay. Also, I fiddled around a lot here and there, so I'm gonna see if I can compensate for it. I feel with this pose, I'm not gonna win it at all. Coming off a high of the last pose. I'm gonna try. Okay, I think I got a bit of it. Just gonna open that up a bit more. There we go. Yeah, I feel that's not done right at all. Anyways, it is what it is. The hard line tells you that I'm getting see this hard line here? It's almost like telling you, oh, he's getting frustrated. Let's see if that's true. I can almost feel like I've completely lost the flow of this pose. I mean, maybe I'm just looking at the clock too much and just need to slow down here. Let's try it again. Maybe it's the pose that's throwing me off. Maybe it's because I stepped away. But, try it again. I got that down, kind of. It's just a slight curve there. Okay, there we go. really a shame I've lost the flow on this. And I'm trying to get it back, but oh well. Down to the last 3 minutes. And I'm just figuring this out right now. That stretched out leg and arm, which kind of throwing me off. Leg might be a little too long or at a bad angle.
I chose Wix for
Oh, didn't expect that ad to come in.
my business because of its massive scope.
Okay. Yeah. This isn't working. Anyways, I'm down to the last 40 seconds. I'm gonna chalk this one up to a whole slew of reasons, but I'm not happy with the turnout. Proportion seems off, but that's okay. Okay. Yeah. I got a bit of the pose in, but I'm not happy with it at all. Maybe I came in with too high expectations. This is the Discord pose of the day. Okay. Wow, interesting. If you can capture the energy of this pose, good for you. There's a lot going on here. Let's try, folks. Let's not give up. We got 30 minutes. That should be ample time. You to really capture this pose. I'm really gonna go with the basics here because it's such a complex pose. I'm just gonna go with some basic shapes and we'll take it from there. Will I get the chair in is a good question. Well, I don't know. I honestly don't know. We'll find out. That chair is such an obstruction. But we'll try. I'm gonna do some very fundamental drawing here. Very basic stuff to see. And then I'm gonna put it all together. Let's try that. And see if that helps. Like I said, very fundamental shapes here, and then we'll take it from there. Not only you taking at the stool, keep in mind she is very athletic and muscular. So, something to keep an eye on. Like I said, the good thing from this pose is you got 30 minutes. Really take a step back. Decide how you're gonna approach this. There was some perspective drawing on here too. If you want to make your lines for your perspectives, probably. You really want to get technical. I'm putting in some hard lines where I shouldn't be so early in the pose, but I think I'm just having difficulty mapping that stool out. Now, as you know, if you've been a regular watcher, I don't usually do props. But I'm gonna do props here. I should be using the line tool. I mean, if I ever had like a couple of hours and I really wanted to do a long form study, I 100% would be using the line tool to render this. And honestly, I'm debating it right now. When you're drawing something this complicated, I think a lot of the times mentally you're drawing in the dark because you really don't know how the full poses come together because you're just drawing sections at a time. And this is where things get a little tricky. Because I really don't know if these are all these lines are going to come together naturally. As it stands, it does not look like it. keep in mind the stool itself is at an odd angle, so oof. Like I said, don't be too hard on yourself with this pose. The struggle is real, as they say. The struggle is real. I should really zoom in here, but it really doesn't make sense to do so. Tell the angle of the chair I've already kind of messed up. There we go. Just a slight curvature of shape. Slowly coming together. I was just thinking to myself, if this was the one of the warm-up poses, would have been a disaster. If it's one of the warm-up poses, maybe I just would have got the chair and given up on the pose altogether. A little lower, so let's see if we can pull that off. Okay, I knew this was going to be a bit of a disaster. I was right. Try this again. this again. Really? Getting clobbered on this pose. We'll try it again. Things I don't want to use the line tool because if I'm sketching out in the real world, I don't really have a line tool. So I'm trying to just learn to render this as I do. And it's not working out so well. This is really a true study of line work here. I'll give you that. Take your pick, line work, proportion. Hopefully you folks are faring better than me. I'm in disaster control here.
But that real love, that love that sometimes is difficult. Difficult to have. That's that love.
Down to the last 4. Highly unlikely that I'll be able to really capture everything in this pose.
Something about you, baby.
Yeah. that's rough. Down to 30 seconds. I'm not even close to finishing this pose. This pose definitely humbled me. Definitely humbled me. Maybe it's telling me that I should bring out more poses like this. I'm really rushing it here at the end because we only got about 30 seconds left. Okay, what's tricky? I got clobbered by that pose. I don't know, maybe I approached it wrong. Well, not maybe, I'm pretty sure I approached it wrong. I think I should have just, I heard one of the more veteran artists say to, when it comes to props and objects that the figure is holding, is to draw the figure in the background and draw the prop in the foreground. And I believe I initially didn't do that because I started drawing the stool. Then I went back and started drawing the figure and then put the stool on top of the figure, and then things kind of started coming together. But it was still very tricky. I was so tempted to use all the Photoshop tools, like the line tool and the eclipse tool, just to help me with some perspective. And I think if you're doing professional work, you probably should use all the tools in your belt. But if you're doing life drawing, or if you're doing anything in the nature, that kind of contradicts your learning curve, right? You don't have those tools when you're drawing out there in life. So keep that in mind. And I'm really here to learn. I know Photoshop and the basic tools, but I really want to get my hand to be able to draw a straight line or an inverted line from right to left, because I'm a right-handed drawer. So those things to keep in mind is trying to train your hands so you can draw in awkward strokes and reverse strokes. Okay, next week I'm streaming as usual, but I'll be streaming in the afternoons. So just keep that in mind. I've updated the YouTube and the Twitch page. I will be streaming in the evenings, folks. Keep that in mind. If you show up in the morning and nobody's here, my apologies. Just keep an eye on that schedule change just for next week. I likely will be off for Christmas week. Thanks for joining me. If you want to get any of your images up, please post them up. This is technically the Discord pose of the day, but not a pose I'm too proud of. But there are a couple of poses I really liked today, so I might get them up. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great week. We're almost there for Christmas, and hopefully you have a great holidays coming up. If not, I will see everybody Monday evening, Eastern time zone. Take care.